Hello, my name is Zuki Modunkwu. I'm from Nashville, and the name of my poem is For Chicago. Chicago. How could you ever worry about holes developing in your ozone layer when your own sons and daughters are too busy worrying about bullet holes opening their skin layers? You've been declared the 9th greenest city in America, where your power plants produce twice the energy with only using 1/3 of a carbon, where you fortunately rid your air the deadliest of toxins, cleaned up your garbage, but in the end, what good is clean oxygen today if tomorrow you can end up dead? Where you're more likely to sleep in a coffin at night than your own bed, Chicago. You have a small covered sunset smiling from your underbelly, a leviathan of a sunken city, awkwardly slapped on a portrait of paint strokes and gunshots that have visibly become the screeching theme music on this broken record we call a nightmare as we breathe in the air of a deforested concrete jungle, where wire playground fences have become zoo cages, where hope simmers slowly under sun-kissed gunfire as archaic remnants of what this city could possibly be. So tell that sun to shine down on us. Cracked glass memories, like a mirror gazing into its past, waiting for 7 years of bad luck, Chicago. You have an urban heat island blocking your windpipes. You have a sunspot ducking in the corner of your eye. You have a heat wave welding the steel bones of your ribcage, Chicago. You have a radioactive sunflower basking in your veins during midday, because from the age of 5 to 16, I spent my summers at my father's apartment on Lakeshore Drive. And I remember those times I would spend at Oak Street Beach, where my toes would kiss your shoreline. But when I got older, I discovered your other side. The one you neglected to tell me about. The one I had to find out for myself. It was the day I realized what the word pollution really meant. When I spent the night over my friend Donovan's and saw cases of bullet shells piled on the street as the gun smoke wrapped itself around my fragile asthmatic lungs like nooses until I couldn't breathe. So you see, while I'm proud of you being named the Green Thumb of America, I cringe whenever I hear the number of young people who get evaporated out of their Nikes like greenhouse gases, and as time passes, I wonder, will anyone remember those heartbeats connected to their black and Hispanic skin that's as valuable to you as trash bags, where young lives are disposable as cell phone batteries and crashed hard drives, as their insides burn, as if they have trash plasma TVs lodged in their stomachs, hoping the whole world is watching them. Jonelle Ford, Corey Hatter, Odera Hillard, Marcus Washington, Andre Malcolm, Devorah Robinson, Esteban Martinez, Itzel Fernandez, Rachel Beauchamp, Johnny Edwards, Kristen Campos, Alex Aureliano. Just a fraction of the youth this year alone who have ended up in the graveyards that have become your landfills. And I'm waiting for the day when these young people's stories stop being incidents of circumstance, become haunting stellar specters of the city's past, victims of a world on fire, bloated from swallowing the scun, but the only heat they ever died from was the one that shined from a barrel of a gun. So as your steel bones groan and quiver, I will remember you will always be my home away from home, where I saw that light shine bright from the windows of your skyscraper sternum, hiding inside your chest. And I must admit, my dad has moved away from the city now, so I don't get to visit you as much as I used to. But I got a well for a throat, and a wish just for some change, so my own son someday can come back to that city named Chicago, breathing the freshest air in the world and not worry about catching a bullet in his skull. So as the roses wither on the graves like rotten apples, for the countless number of young people that have died from being mistaken as your forgotten garbage, I can only hope that this poem can blow the asbestos out of your eyes, so you may see that despite being the 9th greenest city in America, your sky is still burning.